Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So today's new daily is to cast 20 black or red spells, and obviously I'm going to try to use new decks, so we're going to use a Rakdos Wizards deck. I was kind of excited to finally find a put together copy of, or a put together version of this. This is, I adapted this deck from J Villain MTG over on YouTube. Fantastic video where he showcased his version of this. Mine, I changed, I really just changed one thing. I got rid, he had 3 copies of Dark Confidant. I replaced those with 2 copies of Coruscation Mage and I'm not entirely sure what else. Anyway, but the main change I made was replacing Dark Confidant with Coruscation Mage, because I wanted another card. I thought another wizard, another card on here that dealt damage to the opponent based on the other stuff you're doing would be a little bit better, and I didn't like the idea. I mean, yes, Dark Confidant acts as a, if it's on the field, you're getting a second card each turn, but you're taking damage for that second card. So it might turn out to be that is the way to go, but I also only had 1 copy of it. Didn't really want to use my rare wild cards on it to get 2 or 3 more copies of it. So here we are. That's the main reason. Anyway, the main focus of this deck is to get a lot of our cards either have prowess, so they get stronger for every non-creature spell we cast, or they deal damage to the opponent for every non-creature spell we cast, such as Coruscation Mage, Black Mage's Rod. It creates it does what it does. It creates a black wizard that deals 1 damage to each opponent whenever you cast a non-creature spell. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. So just to go through it real quick, we have Boltwave for just flat 3 damage to our opponent, Burst Lightning for 2, which could be 2 damage to our opponent, or we could be using this to burn something early, maybe. Black Mage's Rod to start making those black mages. Coruscation Mage, like I said, just to deal damage. And if we play it later, we get 2 things that are dealing damage for every spell we cast. Dwarven Forge-Chanter, something we haven't seen in a very long time, but this is a prowess card, a ward, pay 2 life, so it gets to stay on the field a little bit longer sometimes. Electrostatic Infantry gets stronger for every instant and sorcery we cast. Cornered by Black Mages, creates a black wizard. Creates a black wizard creature token and forces our opponent to sacrifice a creature. Mysidian Elder creates a mage. That's really all it does. That's really all it does, though, is that it creates a black mage. Queen Brahne, whenever she has prowess, and whenever she attacks, she's creating black mages, so you get the idea. Circle of Power, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, create a mage, and wizards you control get +1 to their power and gain lifelink until end of turn. Definitely a spell to play when you have a ton of your tokens. Black Waltz number 3 deals 2 damage. Is Flying Death Touch and deals 2 damage whenever you cast a non-creature spell. Very cool. And then kind of a good centerpiece of this deck is Kuja, Gnome Sorcerer. At the beginning of your end step, create a tapped 0/1 black wizard creature token that deals 1 damage. Then if you control 4, transform him into Trance Kuja, Fate Defied, which has Flare Star. If a wizard you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that instead. So that's where you're wanting to get. If you have 4 or more wizards on the field, you get to transform into trance, and then you're really doing something. So yeah, that's the idea. I'm kind of excited to use it, even if the matches we have in this episode don't really pan out very well. I'm still kind of really excited to get to use this, because I've never been able to put, I started playing Arena right after the rotation that kicked out Strixhaven, which is where a lot of wizards were. So I missed out a little bit. This is not This isn't great. Yeah, this hand's not great, but we'll see what we can do with it. Great. Well, we're gonna go ahead and do this then, because it's all I had. Just look at what I got. That's gonna die next turn. Or they might keep it alive because they see I have other stuff. Nope. Fair enough. Yeah, we've already fallen into a minor pitfall in that we don't have a lot of our instants, we don't have a lot of our ways to get our wizards on the field. I'd say, yeah, I'd say Kuja would probably be the best thing to get rid of there. Gonna go ahead and put out the Black Waltz just so they can target that with removal. Fun. Just go with that. Surprising. I exile the creature? Yeah. Ouch. I need to be able to block the Archfiend. Yeah. Fool. Yeah, I saw that coming. At least it's summoning sick. All I need is one. All I really need is one spell. Okay, now I need a little. Yes, I think that does it. Right? Because that's 4 or 5. That does it. Oh, God. Exactly what we needed. Right at the right time. But you see what I mean? That did 8 damage. I mean, we did 5 damage, not counting the Boltwave right there. So yeah, that's the idea. Get a lot of tokens that are going to deal indirect damage to your opponent. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. And that was a mono-black Devils deck, or mono-black Demons. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we were actually able to get through that, to be honest. But I will take it. And we didn't even have our best card on the field either. They took that from us. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have some fun. I think I'm gonna have some fun with this one. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, that's not great. Oh, I should have played the Blazemire. That's my bad. Shelter by ghosts. Yep. And that's pretty much game. Jeez, nice. Oh, look, dark ritual circle, whatever it's called. We're just gonna play this. Let it hit the field. Good game, and concede. Just to save, honestly, just to save some time. Because yeah, there's nothing I could do there. They had a very good opening. Yeah, they had a very good opening with all of their cats, and mine was just a tad bit too slow. That is one thing about this deck. It is a bit of a slow opener before you can really start ramping up. You gotta be able to survive a handful of turns without taking too much damage. So that is one thing to be aware of. But if you can survive that long, if you can get the cards you need, I really do think this deck can run pretty well. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm definitely kind of happy to have it. I'm looking forward to using it. This is a mulligan. This is better. I kind of hate it, but I'm gonna send that to the back. Yeah, I hate it, but I'm gonna send that one to the back. Cactar. It's into the paladin. Okay. So it's going to be sent back to their hand at the end of this turn. Odd. Gonna give that what monsters rage. Not losing the one creature I have. That's unwise. Okay. I don't know. Play the Cactar. Can't attack this turn. I guess it can now. There's either I take 5 or I take 6. That doesn't deal enough damage, sadly. Yeah, all they have to do is Wild Ride. I mean, yeah, I can block it, but they should have more than enough stuff to... Really? Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it cost a lot more than I thought it did. I mean, the sad truth is I can't win here. Yeah, I don't like my chances here, but we'll see. Boltwave. Doesn't matter. Its ability still goes off. That's too bad. I got them to 2, so if I can survive this next turn... If I can survive this next turn, I might be able to win. Toadstool. Okay, yeah, they could harmonize, but they'd have to tap Cactar. Oh, it was. I'm actually surprised we won there. I guess my opponent just... Yeah, they kind of got stalled out and weren't getting the cards they needed. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. Awesome. Alright, and I do believe that is going to do it for the matches today. 3 matches, 2 wins. I'm happy. I really do like this deck. I think it can be kind of fun to play. So yeah. Anyway, we do have a pack to open, so let's get to that. Mythic, alright, something new. We got Fire Magic. Have I not actually pulled this card yet? Surprising. This is something I actually kind of thought about adding to the deck, because like you can deal, but the only problem is it does damage to each creature, and that's a big no, because all of your black mages, all of your black mages only have toughness 1, so you would kill them all. That's just not worth it. Thunder Magic might have been kind of cool, just to give yourself more options of dealing more damage. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's very efficient though, because like for a mana value of 4, you deal 4 damage to target creature. That's a lot. That's a lot, especially when you can just use Lightning Strike, which is mana value 2 for 3 damage. So yeah, sadly, it just doesn't seem like it's worth it. Anyway, what is our mythic? Summon Bahamut. Destroy. It's got 4 sagas. 1 and 2 are both destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Saga 3 is draw 2 cards, and then 4 is Mega Flare. This creature deals damage equal to the total mana value of other permanents you control to each opponent. So yeah, I mean, so it's going to do at least 9 damage, because that's what Bahamut's mana value is. So yeah, that's a game ender a lot of the times. So that's pretty awesome. Difficult. I feel like it's difficult to get out just because of that mana cost. But there are ways to cheat this out. Collectors. With like Collector's Cage, or Yugen, or there's a number of ways. That'd be kind of cool. Something to think about. Anyway, that, my friends, is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. So, if you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.